In other news, Brazil's Supreme Court has begun adjudicating in the trial of 5 men accused of ordering the murder of human rights activist and Rio City Councillor Marielle Franco and her driver in 2018. A federal deputy and his brother, as well as a former police chief, are among those accused of commissioning former security forces to kill Franco over her opposition to the city's militias. For more on the story, our correspondent Tim Vickery is in Rio for us. Tim, so why is this such a significant case? I mean, how has it taken on such a dimension?
Yes, it is a cause célèbre because it exposes deep fissures in Brazilian society. Marielle Franco was very much a representative of the new Brazil. She was 38 at the time that she suffered this Murder Inc. style hit. She was a highly promising left-wing politician, educated, articulate, bisexual, but very, very strongly rooted in the poor communities where she grew up. She had a real power of organisation, and that obviously made her dangerous to interests at a time, nearly 8 years ago when she was murdered, at a time when Brazil was drifting to the right a few months before the election of President Jair Bolsonaro. And the question, who killed Marielle, took on massive dimension in Brazil, much, much more than one case. It was tied to, well, why don't the authorities want to investigate? And as it transpires, those standing charged have links to the state, have links to those authorities. So this whole case revolves around the question, is this an example of the old Brazil trying to assassinate the new Brazil?
So then could this be an opportunity, if you will, for Brazil in a way to show that the impunity of the powerful is no longer tolerated?
Well, that's certainly a message which is being made right at this moment. The first judge of the 4 Supreme Court judges is delivering his verdict, and he is saying exactly that. He is saying that those who perpetrated this crime have the mentality of 50 or 100 years ago, where you could just kill a woman like this and there would be no repercussions. They have been proved wrong. But if that is a positive message, the case also brings plenty of negative messages for Brazil about the weakness of the formal state, corruption inside the formal state, and the fact that if the formal state does not control territory, that power vacuum will be filled either by drug traffic or increasingly by the militias, who are staffed very much by off-duty and retired policemen. And the essence of this case would seem to be, the motive of this case would seem to be Marielle Franco trying to prevent members of the militia linked to the formal Brazilian state from illegally taking control of huge swathes of area in Rio de Janeiro and then charging taxes on the residents. So if there's a positive message to come out that Brazil is making progress in terms of impunity, there's also a negative message coming out about the weakness of the formal Brazilian state.